everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut, multi-platinum production team, Arkatech Beatz. Welcome to the Music Review Live series, man. We're on 8 o'clock every night or sometime around that time. If it's your first time here, welcome. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribing to the channel. What we are doing, man, is we're listening to music, man. We're listening to people's songs, listening to people's beats, giving folks some constructive and critical feedback, of course. And at the same time, we are looking for, like I said, artists to collab with. At the same time, looking for producers to collab with. If you're a producer looking to learn the real music business, make sure you hit us up at our school community. Join that at school.com at Future Producer Society. All right, so if you want to learn the real music business, we'll be teaching it there. If you don't know about us, we're your favorite rappers producer. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, Jadakiss, The Game, Freddie Gibbs, Killer Mike, Raekwon the Chef, and so many others that we have produced for. Max B, French Montana, most recently. Max B, Why You Do That, of course. And Coke Waves 3.5 out now. We're production featuring us on there as well, along with Metro Boomin, Harry Freud, and shout out to Dame Grease, right? So, of course, like I said, we're multi-platinum producers. We've been in this thing for over 20 years. And what we're doing right now is, like I said, we're doing these music reviews, helping folks to just kind of learn how to really structure their records, get themselves right. And for those who are a little bit above the curve, hopefully if you got enough motion, we might make something happen together, see how it works. So, we just started the stream. Let's get folks in by, of course, helping the algorithm. And you know what helps the algorithm? Engagement, of course. So tell us anybody that's jumping into the live. And we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We got approximately 565 submissions total. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. Boy Swagger, what up? I'll play some music for a little bit, while we get the stream getting ready to go. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. Like I said, we're just getting started, So I'm gonna play a few tunes until we can get this algorithm to heat up a little bit. Make sure you are submitting on the link on the screen.
Arkatech Beatz.
What do you do when the love's that good? Every single inch is working like it should.
Sure can.
What's a girl to do when a man's that fine? Feeling like a diamond, shining all the time. When he says he wants me, baby, don't you know? It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live.
What do you do
Coach.
when the love's that good? Working like it should.
This is for us.
What's a girl to do when a man's that fine? Shining all the time. When he says
Arkatech Beatz.
Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. We're doing these music reviews, man. You know, listen, I've been listening to a lot of people's stuff, man. And listen, you know, there's like a happy medium. Some stuff is okay. Other stuff is like, some stuff is just downright ridiculous. Other stuff is like total shit, you know. But I try to take it easy on folks. I don't really be like inside of the chat going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, this first joint's called Waves Part 1 by who's this?
He did not hate his opponents. He wanted
By Joey 2K.
the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent. And I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry.
I told him I know I'm gonna make it and watch. Watch out this stash filling up in my pocket, I never gonna stop. Laugh on the line cause I know we had a problem, I know we gon' drop. Take a look at my wrist, they been watching. Look at my niggas, we came from the bottom. Yeah, I told them I'm never gonna settle, they know I'm getting this check for real. I've been tired, I pour up my lens sip. Niggas talk, but don't see I be tripped. Up over the top with these niggas, I'm smoking this gas for no reason, I've been tripped. Top of the money, yeah, she feed. Yeah, she tell me she won't leave, but she won't tell me all the reasons why she bleed. No one ever believed I was stuck in space. I was losing my patience. Fill up my cup, I run my race. They know I'm gon' take it. She saying that it ain't you, it's me, and I don't feel no ways. Feel no ways. Candy count was in your pocket. He try to tell everybody he got it. Third eye school, we can see who watch. With my niggas don't want no problem. Best believe me. You my dog, you know I ain't gon' front for you. We play for the same team. Yeah, you know this shit.
Yo, man. This is like a sort of a cool vibe in terms of the beat, but yo, it's one of these raps again, man. That's inaudible, man. Between the auto tune and between the mumbling of the words, it's like it's damn near inaudible, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an issue for me. Like, this is an issue for a lot of folks, and I don't know who's really listening to this, right? It's not audible, folks. Like, we can't understand what you're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't understand what you're saying, man. And I wanna highlight some things too, like, you know what I mean? Because I think sometimes folks conflate the fact that if the music comes from a certain region that it needs to sound a certain type of way. And I'll always challenge you guys, man, if you're listening to certain music from say in Atlanta, right? And this is the trap capital, and you're listening to maybe Jeezy, listening to maybe Tip, or you may be listening to Ludacris or whatever. Well, notice those three artists who was probably the biggest to come out of Atlanta outside of Outkast. Do you notice that when we talk about these artists that there's never an issue with how you can listen to their music in terms of articulation? If you notice that, and they don't necessarily rap the way that they talk. I don't know if you say for Ludacris a little different. You know what I'm saying? But Ludacris, being a radio personality, before he was rapping, understands that whole thing of articulation. But if you listen to Tip, like, you know, Tip may have an accent when he's talking, but he may not rap that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you have to make sure that you're audible. You have to make sure that we can hear what you're saying. We have to understand the lyrics. And I think that this is really being lost in a lot of the music that you guys are submitting. Like, we can't understand these lyrics. And outside of that, you know, there's really no song structure here, right? I can't identify a hook. I can't identify where the verses are. The song is breaking. It's doing types of stuff that, you know, don't really make the appropriate song structure for us to really get really attached to a record. So while he may already have a decent beat, and that's half of the battle, you still have to deliver a vocal performance that we could follow, man. And, you know, for me, I can't really follow it, man. There's certain words I can pull out of it, but it's like,
Under me, I've been posted, keeping it easy.
Feel no ways, bro said they gon' steal your wave. I said cool, I lead the way. Getting the bags, the mission, just like GTA. I know a shawty from Russia, taking it easy over in PTA.
That's okay.
They know on this side we win, your block I'ma spin just like CDJ. Been a great swimmer, I'm still drowning in my vices. If it get me high, then I don't care just what the price is. Naughty boy, but
And if you notice, this is because he's actually rapping up an octave. But prior to this, he was at a lower octave.
Always put me on his nice list. Maybe cause when it comes to this rap shit, I'm the nicest.
And maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
And not for nothing though. That intro is killer, but you know, I digress. You know, some folks ain't gonna like it because of who it is. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know. Thank you for submitting, man. I appreciate you, man. We're gonna jump into this next joint called Dark Horse. What's the name of this? By Martian and Tommy Guns. All right, let's see where it goes from. SoundCloud. Yeah, this track is gone. Thank you for submitting. We're gonna jump into the next joint. Let's see what we got. This joint is called Haunted by what's that? Beatz. Let's listen to it. Let's see what it sounds like.
Yo, Fitz G, this beat is fire.
Shout out to Fitz. I'm sorry. To Fitz G Beats, man. Shout out to you for submitting this. This is called Haunted, man. Look, I think for producers, make sure y'all are jumping into our school community, man, to learn the real music business for producers, and then also to learn some techniques and stuff to get your music to sound a little bit better. Like, this is one of those situations where I think you may have the right instruments, right? Like, I think the right instruments are there. But what's happening is that they're not arranged properly and they're not mixed properly. The music is entirely too loud, right? So we have this music that's basically completely overloaded to the point of distortion. Like, that's the first issue that we have. And then now we have a bunch of instruments that basically are probably sounding good on a standalone. And then when we put them together, they're not mixed properly, or they're not kind of being combined in a way that feels cohesive. And it kind of feels a little disjointed. And the record is not really, it's not really coming together the way it needs to. Also, the record needs to be arranged. Yeah, and it's like kind of like the bass line is kind of, behind everything else. And the drums is pounding, so, shout out to you on those. But they're overloading. And these are good sounds that he's picking. They're just not mixed well in this thing. Kaz, what up? This bass line needs to be refined. I think those other instruments are actually pretty good in what he may have chose. It's just not marrying properly, man. Make sure you produce it, man. They're jumping into our school community, man. We gotta get you right, man. Right here, it's like this is not a terrible effort. It's just one of these things that just need a little help, in terms of just kind of understanding, like, how do we get it to marry properly? How do we get it to feel cohesive? How do we get it to move? How do we get it to feel like it's really in a song format, right? Because a beat should be formatted in a song format to help to perpetuate a writing, to inspire a writer, inspire an artist to jump on it and to write a certain type of way and rap or sing a certain type of way. We have to inspire that, but the only way we can do that is we have to lay down the right structure. And if we're not laying down the right structure, then we're going to be stuck, dead in the water. But thank you for submitting that, man. It fits these beats, man. That joint was called Haunted. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live, man. It's a Wednesday, man. So I'm trying to keep this energy up. But, man, I'm tired. All It Took, Fando, and Ty Lil Swizzy. Let's see what this joint sound like. Gary, I see you.
Huh? Bitch. They count you out, they don't want you to win. Never, man.
Hero, I see you.
All the losses that I took, you ain't see that shit. All the bruises turn to scars, now I'm left with this. Left me out to rot, I survived, I was made for this. On the daily, pray to God, forgive me for all my sins. I was young, acting crazy, thanking God that I did repent. I could've been out here spilling blood of innocence. Nightmares of the headshots, it's another man down. Paranoid, I could never put that fucking Glock down. Voices in my head, I'm surrounded by the dead sound. I yelled to God, come save me, I was hellbound. Demons want me, so they track me down like bloodhound. I found my peace in my head, don't make me lay it down. God gave me a gift to say your name, now you grave bound. I ain't even had to make the Glock talk to take you down. Spiritual forces is upon you, now you gone. Spiritual forces is upon you, now you gone. I say my prayers before I go to sleep. I say my prayers before I even eat. I say my prayers in the morning before I breathe. Get right with God or be deceased.
You ever just wake up in the morning like just wonder, like just ask yourself, like, is it them or is it me? Like,
3, 2,
oh no.
1.
Sometimes I just sit and wonder, is it them or is it me? Too much running through my mind, toss and turning when I sleep. Don't even care how I be feeling, but I'm good cause I'm a G. Steady dozing off the string, this shit got me obsolete. This whole steady sending text, don't get no fuck, I'm him delete. Is it lust or is it love? Is it loyalty or is greed? Gotta watch out for the snakes, let me know no in between. Yeah, I love my girl to death cause she pretty and petite. And I love when she talk to me, she telling me the tea. I got one goal in life, to be the best that I could be. They say my mama raised a soldier, say my daddy raised a beast. I'm sorry baby if I fucked up, I'm a dog without a leash. Took my heart, you broke my heart, it's like a car without a key. I feel imbalanced, need some guidance, got me feeling off key. I drunk a deuce, he drink a deuce, cause that's my fucking brody. That nigga run up and got caught, cause he tried to hold me. And when I'm going through some shit, I just turn on story.
Steady sending, sipping zombie, yeah, I'm falling on key.
And I've been going through some shit, feel like my girl hold me.
That was the old me, the new me, do it way better.
And I was left out in the cold, ain't even had no sweater. It was rain, sand, and snow, but I could stand through whatever.
Granted, I be too clever, I be standing on whatever. Stacking Benjis, that's forever, still pulling hoes like you have me. All the losses that I took, you ain't see that shit. All the bruises turn to scars, now I'm left with this. Left me out to rot, I survived, I was made for this. On the daily, pray to God, forgive me for all my sins.
All the losses that I took, you ain't see that shit. All the bruises turn to scars, now I'm left with this. Left me out to rot, I survived, I was made for this. On the daily, pray to God, forgive me for all my sins.
All It Took. Shout out to Fando. Listen, this is a decent little effort. Beat is doing what it got to do. I feel like the hook actually sounds better at the end, right? Where we have it all doubled and stacked. Like we should take that part of the hook and we should have that repeat the 2 times to make it the hook totally. So make that 8 bars. And then of course that needs to shift to the front And then we need to have something in the middle, because in the middle we don't have a hook in the middle, right? You saw me counting down, and it was just basically blank spaces out of the record. We don't really need that. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure that we're filling it with the hook as many times as possible. We want a sandwich with a hook in the beginning, middle, and end, right? To make sure that we have the amount of replay value that we're going to need out of here. Now, the main thing that I feel with this record is like this. I feel like your vocal performance is lackluster. I feel like your vocal performance on here could be way, way better. And I feel like you got the lyrics there. I feel like you just have to maybe trim down these words. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you, like, in certain cases, like, this is what I would call this is what I call like a studio newbie type of era, right? Which is you're rapping and you probably reading. That's the first issue, right? Some people are not really good with that. Some people can read the way that they talk, or read the way that they rap, and read on pace. You know what I'm saying? Some folks are a little bit delayed in that, right? So not really able to read and stay on pace, on beat, right? And then I think that there's too many words in some places. So that may also cause you to have too many words, and that may take you out of pocket, and then now you got to try to get back into the pocket. So this is the stuff that you're going to have to learn over time. Like, okay, this is too many words. Let me try to condense this thing so that I can stay in the pocket on the beat, so that this beat is going boom, 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 and we're really supposed to be really on this beat. And this is supposed to have a good bounce and a good feel to it. But because you don't have the right vocal performance, it makes the record feel stiff, right? Whereas the record really has a good little groove to it. But because you're not really, you kind of off the beat, so now it makes us kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, where we're supposed to be. And this feels stiff. So, you know, that's be my advice to you, man, is just to see if you can really probably recut that vocal. You know what I'm saying? Get that thing to where we need it to sound a little bit more in the pocket, and we can get that moving and grooving, man. But, you know, shout out to you for submitting. This joint is called All It Took by Fando and Tyler Swizzy. Shout out to you guys. Again, man, this is Arkatech Beatz, Juggernaut, man. We're doing live music reviews, man. Again, we are basically the producers for everybody in the business right now. Shout out to Max B, French Montana. Coke Wave 3.5 out now, featuring production by us. Metro Boomin, Harry Freud, Justice League. You see what I'm putting down? Make sure you be clear. You know what I'm saying? So just so you understand what's happening in this world. $1 Million Baby 4 coming soon, man. Featuring music by us again, with Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, and so many others. Make sure you're paying attention. All right. This is a trap metro type beat. Okay, somebody's submitting this. And this is by, I don't have any equipment. It's just a laptop. That's all you need now. By Emery Erdem. I don't know. It's probably something that's read backwards. SoundCloud. Where we at? Gary, where you from? out to Emery on this. Listen, I feel like this is I feel like this is a decent effort, man, in terms of the way this beat is sounding. I feel like the beat is sounding pretty cool, to be honest. I just think maybe we could just probably mix it slightly, slightly a little bit better. Kaz, what up? And then I just feel like the track itself, we just probably need, again, just a little bit more of a sequence to make it feel like it's more of on a song situation. Right now, it just kind of feels like it doesn't necessarily have that driving area where we would make sure that's clear for us to rap, or clear for where the verses and where the hooks are supposed to be. And we just want to make sure that those things are really prominent and really clear in terms of the way that you're doing this beat. But for the most part, I feel like it's doing what it needs to do. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty decent, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just where things are. Musically, I feel like things are not too out of pocket in terms of I feel like the drums are good. And some of those elements I think can be mixed a little bit better. Just pull it into the pocket of the beat a little bit. But for the most part, I think that you got something here. Just make sure that we're following a decent song structure, man. Remember what we always talk about? We talk about making sure that your songs are sequenced a particular way as a producer, right? Making sure that you have your joints segmented, where you have intro, hooks, verses, and things in between, just to make sure that it follows some sort of progression, right? Some sort of good song arrangement. We want to make sure that those things are clear and prominent. For you, my producers, man, make sure you're jumping into our school community, right? Make sure you're really trying to learn how the music business really works. Our school community, where we're going to be, like I said, teaching music production and all types of stuff for the music business. School.com at Future Producer Society. Make sure y'all jump on that. The link is on the screen. We're going to keep this music review going. We're going to only be on here for a short while longer. Let me see what else we got listening to. This one is called Jealousy. Who's this by? By Mesa Baby K or Misa Baby K. Let's listen to it. Another SoundCloud.
You made another one.
Man, this shit hurt right here, man. Rest in peace to my brothers, nigga. Man, you know what the fuck we on. Shit, just making money moves, nigga.
I tell you what, I know. Maybe I should just put 500 guns out there on the street and just start shooting up some people just to make a point. Frank was a junkie, man. It was a ride. Some dumbass kid trying to make a name for himself.
Hit the studio, I put my phone on D&D. I'm riding with them killers and them demons that can't fuck with me. Hop in the Jeep, look at the stars, bitch, I'm in that Cherokee. Man, these fans could've killed me, cause I'm riding around with the felony. If you don't slide for me, nigga, you ain't a friend of me. Remember the things my pop said, yeah, nigga, that shit healed me. My heart stuck in a cold place, you niggas can't even feel me. I write my feelings on the paper and put it up on a melody. I do this shit for the love in the game, like a referee. Nigga, I been in my own lane, nigga, speak on me. A nigga tryna do better for these op niggas, come step on me. I used to slang that white girl in the streets, yeah, call her Stephanie. Yeah, nigga, you see me doing better, that's the best of me. I been counting these blue strips, a nigga really got the recipe. Fans put up on me for a warrant with hella guns and they arrested me. Niggas mad cause we making bread, I don't give a fuck, that's a jealousy. Yeah, nigga, you see me doing better, that's the best of me. I been counting these blue strips, a nigga really got the recipe. Fans put up on me for a warrant with hella guns and they arrested me. Niggas mad cause we making bread, I don't give a fuck, that's a jealousy. Hit the studio, I put my phone on D&D. I'm riding with them killers and them demons that can't fuck with me. Hop in the Jeep, look at the stars, bitch, I'm in that Cherokee. Man, these fans could've killed me, cause I'm riding around with the felony. If you don't slide for me, nigga, you ain't a friend of me. Remember the things my pop said, yeah, nigga, that shit healed me. My heart stuck in a cold place, you niggas can't even feel me. I write my feelings on the paper and put it up on a melody. I do this shit for the love of the game, like a referee. Nigga, I been in my own lane, nigga, speak on me. A nigga tryna do better for these op niggas, come step on me. I used to slang that white girl in the streets, yeah, call her Stephanie. Yeah, nigga, you see me doing better, that's the best of me. I been counting these blue strips, a nigga really got the recipe. Fans put up on me for a warrant with hella guns and they arrested me. Niggas mad cause we making bread, I don't give a fuck, that's a jealousy. Yeah, nigga, you see me doing better, that's the best of me. I been counting these blue strips, a nigga really got the recipe. Fans put up on me for a warrant with hella guns and they arrested me. Niggas mad cause we making bread, I don't give a fuck, that's a jealousy. Hit the studio, I put my phone on D&D. I'm riding with them killers and them demons that can't fuck with me. Hop in the Jeep, look at the stars, bitch, I'm in that Cherokee. Man, these fans could've killed me, cause I'm riding around with the felony. If you don't slide for me, nigga, you ain't a friend of me. Remember the things my pop said, yeah, nigga, that shit healed me. My heart stuck in a cold place, you niggas can't even feel me. I write my feelings on.
So it sounds like he's repeating either the verses or, because I can't find, I hear the jealousy in it, and I hear that where that might be the hook, but it's not defined for me, bro. And the thing about it is that I think he got a dope track here. I think he got a good voice. I think he got a nice rap cadence. I think that he has a lot of the elements that can make this record go. It's just that I don't hear where the hook stands out. Like, it all seems to just all be one thing going into an entire loop. So I definitely would tell him, like, listen, dog, let's try to really get the hook to stand out on this thing, man. Like, we need the hook to stand out. Like, it's not standing out. It's really just blending into the rest of the verses, and we really can't have that. You know what I mean? So we definitely want to see how we can get those things to stand out by maybe either stacking those vocals, making those things be prominent in the front, middle, and end. And remember what we talk about all the time. We talk about making a 4-bar hook and turning it into 8 bars, right? You take the 4 bars and then we repeat it and then turn that into an 8-bar hook. And to me, that's probably the best way to get this record to do what it needs to do. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. That was jealousy, though. You know what I mean? Don't be jealous of folks, man. I tell my kids, you can't be jealous of people you don't know the price they paid to get what they got, man. You never know what you don't know what they had to sacrifice to get where they had to be. What's the next one? This one's called Sharena. By who? By Ahmed. Let's listen to it.
Girl, if they come in our circle, let's go on a tangent. Yeah, let's go on a tangent. Me and you can't sit down and plan it. Karo baat tere baghair na, tu meri bani sharana, tu meri sharana, tu meri sharana. Ye kaise kar rahe na, kaise karu main kill. जानती तू मुझको है कि मैं कितना possessive और कितने अरसों से I've been regretting and I made this. They say happy birthday, yeah. अब तू ही बता दे क्या करे हम आगे हमारे.
Outside of this being in a different language, I'm not sure what kind of I don't know where he recorded this on. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely don't sound like it was recorded on anything that's really traditional. It sounds like it needs to be recorded on something different. Again, this just feels like a demo. We got to make sure that we got a little bit of a better vocal performance. I'm not quite sure. I think I thought I heard a semblance of a hook.
Or do we turn around and just kill them? If we come in our circle, let's go on a tangent. Yeah, let's go on a tangent. Me and you can't sit down and plan it. Karo baat tere baghair na, tu meri bani sharana, tu meri sharana.
Yeah, how you finish a record or you finish a song and it sounds one way in your head, but it sounds a different way in real life. And I think this is just one of those times where it's kind of like, I kind of get an idea of what he was trying to do. You know what I mean? I get an idea of what he was trying to do, but it's just not translating. No shade. You know what I mean? It's just not translating, and not just because it's in a different language per se. It's not translating musically for me. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do we get it better? We have to continue to try to find the pocket. We have to continue to kind of get to the studio until we can kind of understand that how do we stay on the pocket? How do we pick the tracks that complement our voice tone? You know what I mean? Like how do we deliver a vocal performance that's going to lend to the beat, if that makes sense. So this is one of those things, man, where you got a record that just kind of there, you know what I mean? But thanks for submitting, Ahmed. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live stream. For folks who have submitted in this, man, remember what I was telling you guys? Like I said, we're working with a new platform that will be like I think it's going to be a good music discovery platform from what I'm seeing, right? So it's probably going to wind up being released sometime next month, and we'll be kind of showcasing it a little bit. So just trying to see what these folks are doing in terms of having the I think how it looks like to me is it looks like a music discovery platform where fans can find new music, people can engage, people can actually support the music that they like. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically kind of fashioned around this, what we're doing, right? Which is it's basically fueled by curators like myself. So people who are in the industry who would be listening to the music to kind of determine, what really should get a chance to kind of get put into the ecosystem. And once we kind of give it the okay to get into the ecosystem, it goes into the ecosystem, and then it's for now it's set into a platform where now people can really, say if they like it, they don't like it, share it, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, you'll have different industry professionals that will be like, yo, this is, we like this record, we don't like this record, or this is why we don't like this or we don't like that. And I think there should be an option to submit outside of that, but I'm not sure. But we don't got to see how that looks like. Y'all got to pardon me. That is just crazy. Feeling like crazy right now. Don't think that you ever, what's it say? Don't think that you ever cared by Slanted. That sounds like this might be personal. Let's see.
Watch all my questions fall into the void. No point to mention, you ignore my voice. It's like when I'm with you, you just get annoyed. You made me feel like I was just a toy. You're too deceiving, you make me wanna get out, but you won't hear me. You say you want me around the way you treat me. It's like you strive when I'm down, I catch you cheating. So glad you love someone else. Thought that I really need you by my side right there. Said that I wanna see you till I die next year. I lied, know that you're a waste of time, I swear. I tried, but I don't think that you ever cared. Watch all my questions fall into the void. No point to mention, you ignore my voice. It's like when I'm with you, you just get annoyed. You made me feel like I was just a toy. You're too deceiving, you make me wanna get out, but you won't hear me. You say you want me around the way you treat me. It's like you strive when I'm down, I catch you cheating. So glad you lost someone else. You went from tattooing my name to fucking oldie verses. These women always switching lanes when they behind closed curtains. You went and told me to my face that it was never working. You made me feel like I was just your every average person. I thought that I really need you by my side right there.
Shout out to Slanted on this one. And like, if you listen to this, right? If you listen to where this is going,
Said that I wanna see you till I die next year. I lied, know that you're a waste of time, I swear. I tried, but I don't think that you ever cared.
if you listen to this, right? I feel like the music. I feel like the artist is fighting the music. Let's just go there first, right? The artist vocals are totally fighting the frequencies and the production. They're fighting the production to a degree, and not really fighting the production in terms of melody. Fighting the production for space, right? Because the music is basically too loud, or the elements of the instrument is too loud to going over, the vocals. So this is where I would feel like this record that has a dope beat, because the beat to me is fire. It could actually move if you really think about it. If you listen to it independently, if you try to kind of, I don't want you to zone out on.
When I'm down, I catch you cheating. So glad you lost someone else. You went from tattooing my name to fucking oldie verses. These women always switching lanes when they behind closed curtains. You went and told me to my face that it was never working. You made me feel like I was just your every average person. I thought that
if this was produced better, right? And when I say produced better, meaning like, you see, like where we have the percussion is like solid. If we take now some of those other instruments and we mix those other instruments to get those things to be balanced under the bass line, if we get those highs to kind of pull those down a little bit, right? Get that stuff to sound more in pocket. If we're there dealing with that, then that makes this music sound more pronounced. But the biggest thing that I will tell you guys, and I say this to you all the time as producers, where does the track breathe, right? Where is the space for the vocal performance? This is a record. This is a clear illustration of not having enough space for the vocal performance. The music is just doing what it's doing, and it's just no space for the vocal performance. So when I talk about that, like there has to be a point where this music gets stripped down, and we're just going with maybe the drums, the bass, and a few other things, so that the vocal performance for the verses can literally stand out. It's begging for it. It's screaming for it. Like, give me room, give me space to rap. And we're not giving the guy no space to rap. It's like we kind of got caught in La La Land with the fact that we just love the way all these instruments sound, and we're just going to let this shit run straight for 3 minutes. Like, we can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, we can't do that. Like, where is the space for the artist? Like you guys want to make instrumental albums? I mean, you can do that. You know what I mean? But like, this is not the way. This is not the way to create a musical bed for somebody to really lie in. Like, this is not going to work, right? Because
I really need you by my side right there. Said that I wanna see you till I die next year. I lied, know that you're a waste of time, I swear. I tried, but I don't think that you ever cared.
And it's like, when I'm listening to how his melody is in terms of his rap, he's pretty solid.
When I'm down, I catch you cheating. So glad you lost someone else. You went from tattooing my name to fucking oldie verses. These women always switching lanes when they behind closed curtains. You went and told me to my face that it was never working. You made me feel like I was just your every average person. I thought that I really need you by my side right there. Said that I wanna see you till I die next year. I lied, know that you're a waste of time, I swear. I tried, but I don't think that you ever cared.
And I would, and because he has this thing, says, I don't think that you ever cared, right? And then, to the previous stanza it has, where it goes like, it says, I swear. And I think that if we could have found like a four bar cadence in the studio, I would have been like, yo, dog, like, the name of the song you said, Don't Think You Ever Cared, which I think is dope, right? All right, let's find a way to get to these 4 bars. We went from something to something to something. There's something bad, person, something got to be. It's the bad, person, does, it's the sunshine. I don't think that you ever cared. Like, if we'd have did it like that, and then we'd have just take that and double that up, make that into the 8, and we'd be out of here, dog. Like we be out of here, dog. It's like it's one of those joints where you could just take it and you can just hear the kids singing that shit like crazy. Cause the music feels like a video game to me a little bit. If you like, you know, if you got kids that play these games, that kind of have a little extra instrumentation. So the music actually is coming across to me sort of like a little bit like a video game, you know what I mean? But we just got to get it mixed properly, get some of those frequencies down, get that beat to really jump, and get some of them other instruments to, you know, give us some room in there and space. But listen to that. If you listen to it overall, like this is what we're getting from it. At least this is what I'm getting from it, and I see like the real potential here in this. But it's like guys need producers in the room, man. So you was thinking Disney? Yeah, I really don't like Disney, but anyway, I digress. But you know, like, yeah, like if you like listen to this joint, like the joint feels like a Sonic.
Feel like I was just a toy.
Like a board on Sonic the Hedgehog.
You're too deceiving. You make me wanna get up, but you won't hate me. You say you want me around the way you treat me. It's like you strive when I'm down, I catch you cheating. So glad you lost someone else. You went from tattooing my name to fucking oldie verses. These women always switching lanes when they behind closed curtains. You went and told me to my face that it was never working. You made me
You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, come on, dog.
feel like I was just your everything. You make me wanna get up, but you won't hate me. You say you want me around the
You said that. Like, he got a dope melody here, dog. He really does. He got a dope melody for this joint that could really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I'm saying? If I'm in the room, I tap you, be like, yo, bro, keep this. You know what I'm saying? Give me more of this. You know what I'm saying? Take this part of the instruments out. Get the producer on the horn. Have him sing you them stems. You know what I'm saying? Give him a few dollars. And then just run this. Like, run this with a few Sonic game overlays on the internet and see what happens. You know, that's just me talking, but I think it could go. That's just me talking, you know what I mean? But in any event. Whew. You ever feel just like you slept, but you don't feel like you rested? Like, I slept, but I don't feel like I rested at all. And I feel like I'm fading fast. I'm fading like yo, I'm fading, dog. Like, help me out. I'm fading. It's killing me right now. I'm trying to make it. This is Brasilia by KY Triple X. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. You know, why does the guy have a name? KY Triple X. It's kind of a little bit of a Diddy feel. Pause. But you know, let's see what it sounds like.
KY Triple X.
shout out to him on this, man. On Triple X Cat. Shout out to you on that. This is Brasilia. What I like about this, man, is I like the way that your drums and everything is hitting. I think all of that stuff is hitting like on 100. I think these things are dope. The way that they're sounding across the track. I like that use of your vocal sample. Very, very good use of the vocal sample, right? Especially for the portion where we have the hook. And what I'm not really sure on, and what I'm not really sold on, is I'm not sold on the spaces where it's kind of left, so it seems like, to drop the vocal performance, right? I feel like it may be too short. On the next side, I believe that it may be that I don't know if there's a way for us to almost totally pull out the vocal sample for those areas, so that there's enough room for it to breathe. I think that there's just not enough. And I think because of the way that we switched the drum, I don't know if that, I think it's a good addition, but I don't know if it works in terms of trying to create the space for a music bed for somebody to drop a vocal. If it's a dance tune where there ain't going to be no vocals, then you might be able to run with it. But if you want somebody to really jump on it and kind of like bring some life to it, because the way this percussion is going right here, like this should somewhat be prominent too, so it's for us to rap on, not just be the part on the hook. Like, I don't think you can rap over there. I think that's more of like a breakdown. Like you see what it's doing. You know what I mean? It's really just like a break for dancing to me. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me, at least. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's my take on it. You know what I mean? I'm not really tripping per se. You know what I mean? But that's really what I see as being the pervasive part of it here. Shout out to everybody that's like I said, jumping into here. You know, thanks to everybody that submitted. You know, we took a listen to a couple joints today. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. For my producers, again, man, make sure that y'all are checking us out. You know, to learn how the music business really works, and learning how music production techniques over there in the school community, school.com versus /Future Producer Society. And we're just really keeping this thing moving and grooving, man. Shout out to everybody that's jumping in. Stone Cold, Kaz, appreciate you guys. We're about to jump on out of here. I think I'm gonna go out early tonight, y'all. But I got so much work to do, it's crazy. You know, Richie, man, I think I was telling Kaz this the other day, is that, you know, you're going to have moments you're going to have moments in your career, and I think you can kind of attest to it. You'll have moments in your career, or you'll have moments in your life, period, where you'll have momentum and you'll have opportunity. And, you know, I've been in this position, you know, a few times in my life, and I have to say, like, you know, I have to say, like, you know how they say lightning doesn't strike twice, you know, but I've had the privilege and the honor to have lightning strike, you know, for us and my team as a collective a few times, you know, to hit those lottery tickets, you know, to know that you got God's favor, you know what I mean? And when you got the gift horse, you can't look the gift horse in the mouth and not really try to make sure you're taking advantage of it. So I'm just looking at it, and to your point, trying not to burn out, but at the same time, making sure that I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? To make sure that we are not taking the opportunity and the time for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to make sure that we're executing at a high level. And I really feel like I have a bunch of levels that I can really continue to execute at. It's just, you know, I have to make sure that we're taking care of myself on the health side a little bit better. You know, sometimes I'm just like to eat what I like to eat, and it's just, it kind of works against me, and it's not really I really got to do better with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that I don't know what to do. It's just, you know, I just like what I like. You know what I mean? I just like what I like. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can condition yourself to say, hey, you know, you deserve to at least eat what you want to eat, right? But that's not necessarily the right mind frame, right? You can trick yourself out of position that way to tell yourself that you deserve something that kicks you off of the beaten path that'll basically be better for you overall. So I think, you know, part of the battle is just being able to be cognizant that you can do better, you know, to be cognizant that, you know, and be aware that you're, you know, not running at optimal fuel. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things, man. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta understand that, you know, and you can't be one of those folks that are like not able to identify when you can do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just cannot be so, like, your head can't be so far up your ass paws that you just can't realize that, yo, I could do better with this food. I could do better with this rest. You know what I mean? And by doing those things, then it'll help me even better. You know what I mean? Down the line. You know? We're not spring chickens, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to realize that I'm not a spring chicken. You know what I mean? So we gotta continue to do that. And because I also understand, like, you know, I used to be a gym rat. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what it takes. You know, I understand what it takes to build my body. I understand what it takes. I've been here. I understand it. So because I understand these things, it's just like, you know, it's really no excuse. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you've never, you know, if you've never, you know, had, you know, a body that you liked, you know what I'm saying? Or if you never went to the gym, or if you never, like, for me, I wrestled and I did this and I did all these things. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, so I understand what it is to be, you know, physically capable at certain levels. So it's just like, you know, but part of me just feels like, yo, man, you deserve a break today. You know what I'm saying? That's a McDonald's slogan. You know what I mean? Like, but, you know, part of my brain is telling me, like, you know, hey, man, you just need to chill out. But the truth be told, is the inactivity, which feels so comfortable, is probably 10 times worse. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 10 times worse for your body, because the inactivity is really what ages you, and nobody wants to talk about that. It's the inactivity that ages you faster than, you know, you feeling like, okay, I'm not, you know, I'm not aching or nothing like that. 'Cause, you know, if you're working out, you always got some sort of pain going. You know what I mean? So, got to kind of fight that complacency monster. That complacency monster is on your back sometimes. You know, sometimes you could be doing so well that, you know, the complacency monster really creeps into your head and be like, you don't need to do all that. So be careful of that one. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all support on these things. Listen, man. Again, man. This is come next month. It'll be about a year that we started live streaming. Oh, what a difference a year makes. You know, what a difference. Like, what a difference a year makes. And doing this thing that we're doing. You know, it's surreal. just some of the highs, some of the lows. My boy just, winning that Ace Honors for, Best Supporting Actor and all of that stuff. And, me and him, we get on the phone and we chop it up and we talk about like just the journey, the journey of it all, of going through some of the things that we go through, and just the journey of it. And then, both of us losing our parents, and, just, that high and that low, and, those type of things. You just have to understand that, nothing happens overnight. And you have to understand, like, you got to put yourself in the right company, right? I think that's probably the most important thing, is putting yourself in the right company. You'll be surprised how things rub off, by being in the right company, and then also just having, solid people, again, around that really can just, say, yo, dog, you don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you don't need to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Genuinely. People that are genuinely for you. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is very, very, very rare. You know what I mean? We're in a society that's very backbiting. So, just having people that are really for you, people that are really rooting for you to succeed, and not really just trying to create a situation where it's like, it's just not reciprocal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think these things are very important in building relationships, and, so what I look forward to is possibly, as we build this community up, I look forward to probably doing a live event or two. So, I just have to figure out what that looks like over time, what that looks like, how can we get it done, what that venue would look like. I would like to do that, live situation, cats in the building, and, learning, just real time learning stuff, plug your joints up. I don't know if everybody can travel with an NPC, but, it would be nice. Everybody get a bunch of live twos, you know what I mean? Get a bunch of live twos and, cook up, you know what I mean? It'd be dope. But we'll see where it goes. In any event, man, appreciate y'all. We're going to jump into this thing until tomorrow. Give y'all a holler. Be safe. You mean that? What's that? That new one? That little joint? I want that for my kids, man. I think I seen Riz grab one. Akai having a monster year, man, between the new NPCs, all these new NPCs this year. Akai must know something that we don't know, because I don't think I ever see Akai release so much shit at one time. That's what's up. Shout out to Big Riz, man. Until the next one, man. Yeah, they on to something. On one hand, they try to tell us that music is this, that, and the third. On another hand, they keep making shit. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. On one hand, you be like, oh, all this AI music, blah, 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 blah. And AI music, da-da-da-da-da. But y'all still making shit to make music for musicians. It make you wonder, man, who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth? Is it really AI taking over? Or is it y'all just trying to play a little game where y'all could just kind of psych us out? Who's telling the truth? Follow the money. Follow the money. But I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be safe, man. Peace out.